Now you could think of that, but again, that's not bad. But when you switch to actually playing in the key of A minor, you don't want to be thinking to yourself, okay, the 6th degree of C, then the 2 is diminished, then the 3. You want to like know it. So when the key, so now check this out. So now, look at these chords. This is the 6, right? This is minor. This is a minor chord scale. This is a major chord scale. The 1 is this, right? But now the 1 is minor in a minor key. The 2, this is what was the 7th, was diminished. Now the 2nd scale degree is diminished in minor.
Okay.
The 3rd has a flat major 3, and this is the same thing. If you were to build these off of this scale degrees, these are the intervals that you would get. So what you're getting is the 6 is major, the 2 is diminished, the 3 is major, the 4 is minor, the 5 is minor, the flat 6 is major, and the flat 7th is major, and that's a totally different sound. Now, if you played them relative, you're going to be like, man, they sound the same, but if you play them parallel, they're going to sound totally different. Because if I played C... I'm sorry. But now, minor would be... right, major, flat 3, you see this? C, this is my diminished 2. Minor, minor, flat, major. That's the chord scale for a minor for minor. Do you want to try it? Let's try it.
Sure.
Sure. It's a lot actually to digest, but
okay.
This is you know, here's the thing too with today too. I don't know how you guys want to do it. I could talk about this all day, and we could cut it now, but it might be cutting it short. So I don't know how you guys want to deal with your time today.
Well, actually, I was also interested in learning some jazz stuff. So,
Okay. Yeah. You want to we could do this the whole time.
Yeah, we could do this.
I think it's very. Yeah. I mean, I would, and you know, I can kind of throw in some other changes and some other stuff too, not just this, to give you some stuff to actual play too.
Yeah.
But I think that this could be, we could easily spend the whole time just doing this.
Yeah.
Like if I cut it off now, you're gonna be like, it's gonna be cutting it short a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I want you to go through this, and you can watch your brother do it, and I mean, this is really important. This is diatonic harmony, and if you don't know this stuff, then you can't play jazz. You just can't, and you can't understand music. You know, you'll just be you'll be approximating everything, which is cool. But you want to start with the most basic building blocks and play something that's accurate and true, and then you can build upon it. And once you realize that it takes time, and then you can enjoy the process too. So let's try this. We got, and this makes sense how I'm playing these triads, right? This is a 3-1. That's a major third, right? You're seeing that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's minor, right? Now, the second note's here, right? So there's your root. Now it's got to be diminished. Diminished. Yeah, because see, this is a 5th. That's this note right here. See, a 5's normally there. It'd be right here, right here. Right? Does that make sense? Okay. So now, that's why you get that.
So are the diminished always just like this?
Yeah. That's what diminished means. Diminished is the 5th. They're talking about the 5th interval being flatted.
Okay.
You can also get a sharp 4, but that's not technically, even though it's the same note, it's not the same thing the way it works, because in a Lydian scale that has a sharp 4, there's also a regular 5th, so it has a totally different sound. But it's diminished, that's what it means. In augmented, a plus sign, and you don't get augmented chords in diatonic scales, you get them in melodic minor. I'll give you the scale degree for melodic minor. Actually, in harmonic minor, you get an augmented chord too on the 3 chord, because of that major 7th. But and augmented means that's all referring to the 5th. And augmented is a sharp 5th, and a diminished is a flatted 5th. Mm-hmm. So that's a good. That's as far as like symbols. That's here. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Well, and we should copy here. Here you go. Look at this. This is a major scale. That's a minor. That's harmonic minor. This is melodic minor. These are all the chord. These are all the chord scales.
Okay.
And you guys we'll take a photo of that today. This is a very useful piece of paper.
Okay.
It's very loaded in a lot of ways. Don't worry about this little scribble. That's just a progression down there. But you can start to see, remember, you know if it's major or minor, whether it's lowercase or uppercase, and then you know if that's the circles for diminished, right?
Yeah.
A plus is an augmented chord.
Okay.
Okay. Now, we're working on minor, and I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, but since this is diminished, right? See, one thing I want to show you is to see the intervals not just like upward in an upward motion or like this, but you want to see them like this too. A flat 3 is also like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, right? Does that make sense? So you can start to see the intervals like that's a sixth. So you'll start to see this one. I'm telling you, one string, one note per string is the way to do this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So